All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be like the actual Vim tutorial. That last video I made was sort of a joke. This video, we're actually going to go through the Vim tutorial itself. Like there's a tutorial in Vim. Check it out. Let's get there. Let's jump right in. So, all right, at your terminal here, you're going to type in Vim. For me, I believe it's going to open up Neovim because I think that's what I have installed. We could talk about the differences between Neovim and Vim later. We're just going to go through this tutorial right now, and it's going to be for Neovim. So, boom, open it up. Right here, you already have some help stuff. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, when you get into Vim, which a lot of people don't, for like the first crazy amount of times that I opened up Vim and Neovim, I actually didn't know how to get out of the program. I was just like locked in it. I had to Control-C, close the window, just do all kinds of stupid stuff to get out of it. Now I realize finally how to get out of it, so it makes a lot more sense to me. But here we are in this little screen here. And what I'm going to do is, so look, type :help. Spell it right. In Vim. If you're new, hey, I'm new. Let's just say I'm crazy new. You're new. Let's do this. Boom. Here we go. NVim is based on Vim. There's some differences as to what they are. And then if you're new, try the 30-minute tutorial. Super easy. Tutor. Enter. Boom. Now we're in the Neovim tutorial. And literally, it's got lessons here that you just scroll to and do the lesson. Now, when it comes to scrolling, J is down, K is up, H is to the left, L is to the right. Super easy. Just think about it like that. If you don't know what you're doing, H, J, K, L are your directional keys. And when you're not in insert mode, you can't really do a lot of stuff, so you don't have to worry about like inputting the H, the J, the K, or the L. It'll just move you around. Now, this tutorial is awesome. It shows you tons of stuff to do. How to move the cursor, you can see right here. Exiting Neovim, which is going to be Q exclamation mark. Boom, out of Neovim. Super easy, right? Actually, no. That's out of the tutorial. You'll have to do another Q to get out of Neovim. And then I'm just going to go back in and do the tutorial again. So you just scroll down and you do the lessons and you learn a lot about Neovim. It's actually really easy. And when you get good at Neovim, you realize that you can actually edit these text files super, super quick. Now, I started out using Nano because Nano is very much like just a regular text editor. But looking back on it now, after I have learned a little bit of Neovim, Nano seems so much slower. There are a lot more shortcuts in Neovim to just get into like deleting lines, moving to certain areas, inserting things, like text replacements, things like that. It's just like super, super quick when you learn these. My dog's making noise down there. Super quick when you learn all the shortcuts. And then, you just go through this tutorial here and learn all the commands. Just make sure you do every single thing in this tutorial. And then when you get to the end, you may not know what you just did, but you can always do it again. And you can always like reference this tutorial as well as a way to figure out what all those commands do. Because there's a lot of them, honestly. But if you learn some of the basic ones, like, D twice deletes a line. What does D twice do? Yeah, D twice will delete a line. It's just like X deletes a single, and you're still in the moving around mode. So you can like move, delete, move, delete, 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 move, delete, 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 right? So it's really, really simple once you understand how Neovim works, and you get all the keyboard shortcuts locked in. And also to like quit and save would be WQ, but I'm not going to save this, so I'm just going to Q a exclamation mark, say, and that just kills it all without saving. So that's I'm not going to go through the whole 30-minute tutorial, but if you want to learn Neovim or Vim, go into Vim and type in Tutor and just do the tutorial. It's very simple to get through. You'll get little X's and check marks when you do the things right. You can get out of there easy. Just hit Q, :Q. Super helpful. I really recommend using Vim and Neovim as a text editor because once you get it down and get the shortcuts down, it just becomes so much more intuitive and it just works so much. You just move so much quicker than if you were using Nano or like a text file editor. And that's Vim and that's Neovim. Yeah, so learn it. It's good. Use it. Do the tutorial. There's like little things you can print out of hotkeys and like shortcuts and things like that too. Super useful. Use it. Love it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Like this video. Don't like it if you don't like it. And I'll catch you guys later.